As you can see, Gate City just at the kickoff got it down to John Battle, where they stopped them at the 35-yard line, and that's where it'll be first down and 10 as we are just getting underway. This is Daniel Darty along with Melissa Blevins and Darby Lawson. We'll be bringing you tonight's Channel 30 coverage. This John Battle ball at about the 34-yard line. The quarterback gets set in the I formation as he calls out the signals, pitches back to number 20, where he's stopped for a loss by a couple of Gate City's defensive linemen, number 35 and 66, it looks like, Shannon Kearns and Justin Strong. A loss of 1 yard on the play as it's second down and 11 now, 7 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Once again, Battle going in the eye as they hand off this time to number 24. 24 has some running room as he's still on his feet, finally taken down by number 76 of the Blue Devils at the 45-yard line. Number 56 is Sean Becker making the tackle. A nice warm October day here at Legion Field in Gate City. Good evening for playing football. Remind everyone to stay tuned for the junior varsity contest as well. This is, of course, the 8th grade. John Battle once again sets up in the eye as they hand off once again to number 24. This time he doesn't get as far, however, as Gate City's defensive line moves in on top of him and stops him for a gain of only 2 or 3 yards at the most. This will make it second down and 8 now. A gain of obviously 2 on that play. The quarterback is number 11. This time he hands off. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper as he faked the handoff and finally goes out of bounds, pushed out by number 82 and 77. Number 82 is Wes Ford, 77 Matt Johnson. Once again, Battle sets up in the I formation. They've been using this every play up to this point this evening. Number 19 with the pass goes to number 40. It's complete, but it's out of bounds after he catches it, so that'll make it 4th down and 5 to go now. Battle going to have to make a decision whether to go for it or punt. Number 8 checks into the onto the field for the Blue Devils. That's Shannon Carter. He replaces number 82, Wes Ford. Battle is going to try to go for it, it looks like. It's 4th down and 5 to go. Quarterback hands off to number 20. Good job by the Blue Devils. They even get him down. They finally get him down for looks like a loss there as well. And they're not going to make the first down, so it'll be first down and 10 for the Devils. The ball on their own 40 and a half yard line. Gate City's number 19, Joey McBride, gets set up in the quarterback position. They're going with the full house or T formation. Hands off to number 34, Gibson. Gibson is finally stopped. A gain of about a yard or 2. Number 5 and 22 there pulling number 34, Kevin Gibson, down for the stop. It'll make it second down and 8. A gain of 2 yards on the carry. McBride calls out the signals. He's going to go with the quarterback keeper. If he can hold on to it, has a little bit of trouble. He scoops it up himself, holds on to the ball as he finally goes out of bounds over along the Gate City bench, and it will be 3rd down and about 5 to go now, I think they're saying. Gate City's 8th grade coaches, Gilbert Smith, Bill Quillen, and Brent Roberts, doing a fine job this year with their squad. Number 8, Shannon Carter with the carry, still on his feet as he breaks through several of the defensive linemen. Finally, is stopped at about the 40-yard line. A big gain. It'll be 1st down and 10. Gate City's quarterback, McBride, once again getting set as they come out of the huddle, winning the T formation this time. Hand off to Gibson, number 34. He gets through, still on his feet. Nobody stopping him, and he's on the way for a touchdown by Kevin Gibson. Nice run as he went all the way from the 40-yard line down to score. 40-yard carry by Gibson makes the score 6-0 as Gate City goes on the board first. Gate City comes out of the huddle. Looks like they're going to be going for the 2-point conversion. McBride back to pass. He finds number 33, Johnson, and they're in there. And that will make the score 8-0. Gate City now in the lead. Number 33 was, of course, Tony Johnson picking up the extra 2 points. Kevin Gibson picking up the original touchdown for 6. And that does make the score 8-0. As I said, Gate City in the lead. Be set for the kickoff here in a moment. Gate City's team coming out of their huddle now, getting ready to kick off the ball. Number 83, it looks like that's Matt McClellan, will be doing the kicking. And he kicks it off as it goes down to number 12 of the Trojans. And looks like one of his own teammates tackles him there. But it will be down at the 24, almost 25-yard line. So it'll be Trojan ball at that point, 1st down and 10. Gate City scoring early in this game. 4 minutes, 35 seconds now remaining in the first quarter. And the Devils are up 8-0. Gate City's defense gets set for battle. They're set up in the I formation. Quarterback still on his feet, almost sacked, and is sacked. Whoa, big loss there as they get him down to about the 12-yard line and stop him there. Big loss, as I said. It'll be 2nd down, and they put up on the board 15. So they pushed him back 5 yards on that play. Good job by Gate City's defense. Once again, battle sets up in the I. They've been using that a lot tonight. As the ball's loose, flag on the play. I do think battle did recover, but there was the flag. Some discussion going on. Penalty was declined. Legal procedure. Against the Trojans. And it was declined, as I said. It's 2nd down and 15.
Oh, apparently Gate City came up with a fumble there after all. I was unaware of that.
It is Gate City's ball now. I assume that they got on top of the fumble. Penalty there was against Gate City, however. It'll be 1st down and 15 now to go. McBride, the quarterback, getting set with the T formation behind him this time. He hands off to number 8, Carter. Carter picks up a couple of yards as he gets past the 20. Second down and 13 now. 2 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Once again, Gate City will be going in the T formation. McBride keeping the ball, looking for someone to get it off to. Going to be the quarterback keeper, that he is stopped. Now, I think the ball got loose, and it will go to Battle, it looks like, I think. They did knock the ball out of McBride's hands. And it will be John Battle's ball. 1st down and 10 for the Trojans. Seem to be a lot of turnovers, so to say, in this game so far. Recently, anyway. Number something for the Trojans gets down to the 30 before he's stopped by number 14 and 35 of the Devils. 14, Jason Barger. 35, Shannon Kearns. The ball resting now on the 30-yard line. Trojans only 1 yard away from the 1st down. Devils in the eye, handoff goes. There's a flag on the play. Big loss for the Trojans, but there was the flag. Gate City's defense stops them and causes them to lose the yardage. Penalty declined. It is 3rd down and 1 to go now. Third down and 3. Trojans once again set up in the eye as they hand off this time number 34 and number 44 of the Blue Devils, making the stop for a big loss. Good job by Josh Ward. Making the tackle makes it now 4th down and 6. Being 4th down, they will be punting. Number 61 with a good kick as it goes down to number 44, Ward of the Blue Devils, at about the 45-yard line. He's still on his feet, goes to the 50, the 45, the 40, before he's knocked out of bounds. Good run. That pushes them deep into Battle territory and that much closer to scoring. Once again, number 44, Josh Ward on the carry before he's finally knocked out of bounds. Moving the ball back for some reason. Moving it way back. 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And they moved the ball all the way back to the 45-yard line, or the 35-yard line, I'm sorry. That's where it'll be for Gate City. Not sure exactly why they moved it back. I suppose there was some kind of penalty or something involved there. Quarterback number 19, McBride. Uh-oh, has a little bit of trouble as he fumbles the ball. I think he comes up with it, though. It will be the loss there. So the ball now on the 31-yard line of Gate City. And time did expire, so they'll swap ends of the field. 8 minutes goes on the clock, and that's how much time there will be until halftime. The score is 8-0. Gate City scoring earlier on in the contest. Kevin Gibson, number 34, ran in for the touchdown. A big 40-yard run, as a matter of fact. And then Gate City got the 2-point conversion to make it 8-0. Second down and 14. Gate City sets up in the full house as the quarterback goes back to pass. He finds, incomplete as it goes over Shannon Carter's head. That's who it was intended for. It'll be third down and 14 now for the Blue Devils. Gate City comes up to the huddle as quarterback number 19, McBride, pitches back to number 33, Tony Johnson. Johnson on his feet still as he finally gets down to about the 43-yard line before he stopped. Almost enough for the first down, not quite. Fourth down and 2, they're saying. So Gate City with a decision here to either try to go for it or punt. Looks like they're going to go. Fourth down and 4. Play underway as Battle's defense stops them, so they will get possession now. So it's a score 8-0. 7 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the first half. Gate City's defense has to go back to work now. Quarterback goes back to pass. Almost an interception there. It was incomplete. Make it second down and 10. Quarterback gets set. In the I formation once again. Hands off to number 30. 30 on his feet. Still on his feet. That's number 20, excuse me. Number 44, Josh Ward, going after him. Finally stops him at about the 18-yard line. So good run. That gets them the first down. by number 20 of the Trojans. As I said, number 44, Josh Ward, stopping him at the 18. First down and 10 for Battle. Quarterback gives it to number 24. There's a flag on the play. Was against Battle, illegal procedure. 6 minutes, 25 seconds now remaining in the half. We're first down and 15 to go. Battle's quarterback hands off to number 24. He's stopped by number 66 of the Blue Devils. That is Justin Strong. A gain of 3 yards on the play, second down and 12. Quarterback this time hands way back to number 19, and he passes off to someone. It's incomplete, and there is a flag on the play. Referee's discussing the penalty now. A penalty will be declined. Be third down and 12. 5 minutes, 34 seconds now remaining in the first half. Battle's offense comes up to the line of scrimmage now after coming out of the huddle. Sets up in the I formation. Quarterback hands off to number 20, and he's dragged down for a loss. Good job by Gay City's defense stopping him. Fourth down and probably about 14 or 15 now. Clock starts back up once again. Being fourth down and 14. They're going to try to go for it, being this far back into their Devils territory. Number 19 goes back to pass, and it will be to number 22 out of bounds. Not enough. So, Blue Devils will regain possession deep in their own territory. They are leading 8-0 here so far this game.
Standing up, right between bodies. Stay low and walk.
The quarterback, number 19, hands off number 33, Johnson. That's McBride on the handoff, and he is taken down. Gain of 1 or 2 maybe. Be about second down and 8 or 9. Only 10 players on the field for Battle. Their coach trying to find someone to go on out there, and they call a timeout. They're going to put in number 35. Coach Bill Quillen coming out to talk to his team during this timeout. Gate City is up 8-0 with 4 minutes 16 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll have the ball when the timeout's over at the 28-yard line. Be second down and 9 to go. As I said, it's been a very nice evening for playing football here at Gate City. Nice, sunny, warm October afternoon. Beginning to wonder if it's ever going to cool down and become winter. We've had a few cold snaps so far, but nothing major. This upcoming Friday, it'll be varsity football action here at home. It'll be the final home game of the season where Gate City will be playing Roanoke Northside. It'll be Parents' Night. Ask everyone to come out and support the varsity team. Of course, the junior varsity squad will be playing immediately following this, so stay tuned and watch that on Channel 30. Number 34, Kevin Gibson, on his feet, still breaking through the line like a locomotive, and he gets down near to 50 before being stopped by a battle. Nice run, and we'll get him the first down. First down and 10 now with 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the half. Gate City in the T formation now as they hand off to number 44, Ward. Ward gets down past the 45, or just short of the 45-yard line before being stopped. Make it second down and 5. Pick up 5 yards on that carry. Quarterback McBride hands off to number 21, and he gets down. I think it'll probably be enough for the first down. Let's see. He's finally stopped by several of Battle's players. Number 21 is Matt Clayball, and they do get the first down. So with it first down and 10, there's 3 minutes 9 seconds remaining in the first half. Gate City up 8-0, and they're getting that much closer to scoring once again. Once again, Gate City goes in the T formation as McBride hands off to number 10. 10 gets a few yards on the play, gets down, pick up maybe 4 or even 5. Number 10 is Hank Clayball on the carry. Quarterback calls out the signals, gives it to number 34, Gibson. Gibson all the way down to about the 22-yard line before being stopped. Clock starts up once again as McBride hands off to Gibson once again, and he's taken down at the 20 this time. Makes it second down and 8, they say. Has been a timeout called. One minute 54 seconds remaining till the half. Big Brian gets set, calls out the signals. Goes for the pass to number 82. It's complete, and he's in there for the touchdown. Number 82, Wes Ford, puts Gate City another 6 on the board, makes it 14-0 now with 1 minute 48 seconds remaining. Gate City coming out of the huddle now. They will be attempting the 2-point conversion. And there's some flags on the play. Offsides, I imagine. And it's going to be against Gate City. So it moves them back 5 yards, and they'll have to try once again there. Quarterback going back to pass. He's finally stopped, and they won't be able to make the 2-point conversion, so the score will remain 14-0. Gate City on top with 1 minute 48 remaining in the half. They'll get set now for the kickoff. Once again, 1 minute 48 seconds remaining in the first half. Score 14-0 now. Gate City on top. John Battle's coaching staff talking with them before they get set to go on out and prepare to receive the kickoff. John Brattle bringing quite a large crowd here tonight, as it seems. They're sitting down below the press box here on the visitor side. So I look across the way, I also see Gate City has several people here. Referee getting the ball set on the 45-yard line. Gate City will be kicking off. Number 83, Matt McClellan, will be doing the kicking. It's off. Pretty good kick as it goes down to the 20-yard line. Picked up by number 20, and Gate City comes down strong and stops him. 6 seconds coming off the clock during that play. Makes it 1 minute 42 now until the half's over. Looks like they're going to be kicking off again for some reason. Setting the tee down on the 50 now. I don't know exactly what the call was there, but they will be kicking off once again. Minute 42 now remaining. Blue Devils losing 6 seconds and 5 yards. Once again, McClellan, number 80, or 83, yes, McClellan kicks off. Good kick this time as it goes all the way down to the 8 or 9. The ball looked like it went loose, but I think that he caught back a hold of it before it went down. So he will be stopped at the 15-yard line. Minute 38 now remaining. First and 10. Score 14-0. Play underway. Quarterback on his feet, and he is stopped with the sack. Good job by Gate City's defense. Big loss. And timeout has been called by Gate City with a minute 15 remaining. Mentioned earlier, this upcoming Friday night will be Parents' Night here home at Gate City. It'll be the last home game before the season comes to an end. As, of course, in the regular season play, it's probable or likely, I suppose, that there could be some playoff games here. And I do want to invite everyone to come out Friday night, however, for Parents' Night, being the last home game of the regular season. So come out and support the Varsity Blue Devils. The junior varsity team will be played immediately following this game, so stay tuned to Channel 30 and watch that. Play gets underway and runner is stopped with a gain of 1 or 2. Minute 10 now remaining. Third down and 13. Coach Gilbert Smith walking back off the field now. Loss of yardage there as Gate City's defense once again moving in, making the stop. And that being fourth down, obviously it'll go back to Gate City. First down and 10 to go now with 1 minute 6 seconds. And once again, a timeout's called. This time, Bill Quillen going to come out to talk. K-City is leading 14-0. First touchdown coming early in the first quarter. This one a little later on in the half. I'd like to also remind everyone about girls basketball. Come out and support the Lady Devils on their games. They'll be playing, I think, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Not sure who they're playing this week, but do come out and support them. Number 34 with the handoff from McBryant gets down and scores. That is Kevin Gibson with his second touchdown of the evening. Makes it 20-0. 1 minute and 1 second remaining. Big City made that look awful easy. Quarterback goes back to pass, but it will be incomplete, and the score will remain 20-0 with 1 minute and 1 second remaining in the first half. Gate City will be kicking off once again. The Devils will be kicking off number 83, Matt McClellan. Once again doing the kicking duties. Kickoff goes down to the 20-some yard line before he goes out of bounds. Flag drops. Who will be kicking over. Move back 5 yards. This time they'll be kicking from the 35. There is 1 minute and 1 second remaining in the first half. Beginning to get dark here at Legion Field in Gate City. Be turning on the stadium lights pretty soon, I imagine. Once again, McClellan will be doing the kicking. Kick is off and goes down to number 22 at the 35. He makes it past the 40 before he's stopped by number 14 and 21 of Gate City. 14, Jason Barger, 21, Matt Playball. So it will be battle ball on the 40-yard line exactly. First down and 10. Quarterback going back to pass as it gets way down to number 5. And it goes incomplete. Second down and 10, 34 seconds now remaining. We first and 10 now. They move the ball back on the penalty. Once again, first and 10. Battle going in the I formation again. Quarterback goes back and is good job by Josh Ward making the sack. Big loss. Seconds remaining. Time ticking away. 2, 1, 0, and that will end the first half. The score is 20-0. Gate City in the lead, and we will break for the halftime intermission. So stay tuned for the second half, which will be coming up in 1 moment. Okay, we get set now to go into the second half of action. Coming up a little early. Gate City still over across the way in the huddle. There will be another 16 minutes in regulation time. Of course, before we do close this game, we would like to invite everyone to stay tuned for this half, and as well as the junior varsity contest, which will be coming up immediately following this game. John S. Battle will be preparing to kick off. And here's the first kick that starts out the half. Gets down, goes through number 19, McBride's fingertips. Number 33, Tony Johnson, comes up with it. Johnson on his feet still, picking up some speed. Johnson, one of the faster players on the team, gets all the way down to the 50, and still on his feet. He almost, oh my, look at this, all the way. Touchdown, Gate City. Nope. Is there a flag on the play? Hell, will be the touchdown, 26-0 as they put it up on the board. Nice run by Johnson. After it looked like he was going to get in a little bit of trouble after losing it through the fingertips of McBride. Johnson came up, built up that speed, run all the way through and scored. Makes the score 26-0 now. I believe they caught Battle a little off guard. They wasn't hardly expecting that. Touchdown on the kick return. And looks like Gate City will be going for one this time, as they got number 10, Clayball, set to hold the ball. Number 83 kicks it, and it goes through. Good. Matt McClellan kicks the ball over. Now it'll be Gate City's turn to kick off after running down and scoring the touchdown. Makes it 27-0 now. Gate City playing a good game against this John Battle team. Of course, the varsity team last Friday night played Battle, beating them 7-0, putting them in a tie with Battle for second place in the Highlands District. Number 83, McClellan, will be kicking off. And here it goes. As it goes down to number 20 of Battle. He gets down to the 40 to 45 before he's stopped by number 33, I think, looks like. Oh, make that 31 of the Devils, Brian Burke. So Burke making the stop. Be first and 10 now for the Trojans. The ball resting just short of the 45. Handoff goes off, and a loss of yardage there is number 35 of Gate City. Shannon Kearns makes the stop. Be second down and 13 now as they put up on the board. Under 7 minutes now remaining in the third quarter. Play gets underway, but once again, they don't get far as number 56 this time of the Devils makes the stop. That's Sean Becker. Be third down and 14, a loss of another yard on that carry. Play gets underway. This time the quarterback pitches back to number 20, and he's stopped by number 19, McBryant, and number 14, Jason Barger for another loss, or I think they gained maybe 1 or 2 on it. Not much, if any. He'll be 4th and a bunch. 13, they say. Battle will be punting the ball away. Gate City's Shannon Carter, number 8, back deep to receive. 61 gets the punt off, and it goes all the way back down to Carter, who crosses the 30 now to the 35, to the 40, the 45, the 50, still on his feet. The 45, the 40, the 35, the 30. Whoa, he's still on his feet, and he's finally stopped at the 22, 23 yard line. Good run there. They will be moving the ball back down. I think clipping is called as they move the ball down to the 41 yard line. Gate City will have the ball. 1st and 10. So they wasn't quite back as far as what they looked like they was going to be, but they do have possession, and they do set up in the tee. As quarterback number 14 hands off. That's Barger, hands off to number 10, Hank Clayball, before he stopped and gained a very little on that play. Set up in the T formation once again. Quarterback Barger calls out the signals, gives it to number 23. He gets down and picks up a yard or 2. Number 23, Jason Gibson. Quarterback number 14 gets set up in the T formation. Once again, that's Barger. He passes. Oh, intercepted by Battle. Number 3, I think it is, making the interception, and they will have possession of the ball once again now. 1st down and 10 for them. The ball on the 47, 48 yard line. Gate City's defense gets set as the quarterback number 11 throws a completed pass to number 22. He's still on his feet before he's stopped by number 33 Johnson and 83 McClellan of the Blue Devils. Gets all the way down to the 30. Make that 28 yard line, almost the 30. 1st down and 10 for them. 3:26 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback hands back to number 12, and he gets the pass off, and this time it will be incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now. 3:08 remaining. In the 3rd quarter. Battle comes out of the huddle now as their center number 50 and quarterback number 19 gets set. They're going out of the I formation again. Quarterback going back, and he is drugged down for the sack by number 44, Ward, and a couple other Blue Devils are also on that tackle. Third down, 16 to go now. 2 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter. John Battle getting set to come out of the huddle. Quarterback number 11 throws back to number 12. He gets the pass off to the quarterback number 11. And Gate City takes him down for a big loss. Number 35, 77, 83, and 76 all in on that. 35 and 77, I think the initial tacklers. That's Matt Johnson and Shannon Kearns. Fourth down and a big 24 yards to go, so I imagine that Battle will be punting the ball away. Number 61 will be back to punt. Back deep to receive for the Devils, Johnson, Ward, and Gibson. You get the snap off if there's a flag on the play. Move the ball back 5 yards, make it fourth down and 29 now to go. Here's the snap. Kick gets off. Good kick as it goes way back deep to number 34, Gibson. Gibson being chased down by number 22 on the run as he gets down to the 30 to 35, picks up some speed now, or might have to 20, 25, and finally dropped out of bounds at the 37 or so yard line. Pretty good run there by Gibson as it looked like he picked up some speed and got away from Battle. Minute 2 now remaining in the third quarter. Gate City's offense gets set as the quarterback, Barker, calls out the signals, gives it to number 21, and he's knocked out of bounds for a gain of 1 or 2. Number 21, Matt Clayball. Gate City comes out of the huddle, second down and 9 now, under a minute to go in the third quarter. Quarterback hands off to number 31, and he gets down, picks up several yards on the play, 3 or 4 anyway. Brian Burke. It'll be third down and 2 to go now. The ball resting on the 42-yard line. Quarterback number 14, Barger, pitches back to number 34, Gibson, and he has a little bit of trouble with the ball. He drops it, picks it back up, finally taken down at the 45. Ends up picking up a couple of yards on the play and doesn't take enough for the first down. First down and 10 for the Devils with 8 seconds remaining. starts back up again, 5-4. Devils won't get another play off this quarter as time elapses. All they have to do is swap sides of the field now as we get set to go into the fourth and final quarter. 8 minutes goes up on the clock, and that's how much time will be left in this regulation ball game. Play gets underway as there's a whistle and some flags thrown. Ball will be moved back 5 yards, make it first down and 15 now for Gate City. Quarterback Barger hands off to number 44. A big hole opens up for him as Ward gets down to the 42-yard line before being stopped. First down and 10. .750 now remaining in the ball game as Gate City comes out of the huddle. 27-0 is the score. First and 10 for the Devils as the quarterback Barger hands off to number 10 Clayball. Clayball gets down, picks up 5 or 6, 7 yards maybe on the carry. Make it second down and 3. Did pick up 7 on the carry. Quarterback hands off as there's a flag on the play. Runner will be dropped. There is the flag on the carry there for the Devils. Was number 21, Matt Clayball. .701 now remaining in the contest. Time going by, or seeming to go by faster during this half than it did the first anyway. John Battle's junior varsity squad I now see coming over toward the stadium, getting set for their game. I'd like to invite everyone to stay tuned for that contest. Gate City comes out of the huddle. Second down and 8 to go. Full house behind the quarterback, number 14 Barger. He goes back to pass, complete to number 27. Flag on the play as the whistles are blown. Let's see what the call will be. There is 6:45 now remaining in the fourth. It was the flag on the play. Referee going to be talking over something with players. Not sure exactly what the controversy is over. believe it's going to be against Battle, however. (27-0) is the score. Gate City on top. And it will move Gate City up even further. (15 yards, as a matter of fact, as they're up now to the 15-yard line. Instant first down. So Gate City now only 15 yards away from another scoring opportunity. Quarterback gets the play off. There's some struggle for it, looks like, as they finally get down the runner. Not sure who it was. Let's see if he gets up. Number 21, which I think's Matt Clayball. And he picks up about 4 yards on the carry. Gate City is set up once again now. The quarterback is Barger. Hands off. Gain of 2 or 3 on the carry. Once again running number 10. This time Hank play ball. Five minutes, 36 seconds and ticking remaining in the contest. Quarterback number 14 hands off to number 10. And looks like they do get in there for the touchdown, I believe. So it'll make the score 33-0. Good job by Gate City. They're really putting the stop to Battle tonight in this 8th grade match. Score now 33-0, and McClellan will be setting to kick once again, try for the extra point. Flag dropped automatically, I imagine delay of time or something there, delay of game. Anyway, it will be back 5 more yards. And they will still be kicking once again. McClellan, you said, whoa, they go down, pick up the ball, scoop it up, give it to number 44, and he gets it, but they finally knock him out down at the 10-yard line. So they won't get the extra points, but it does make the score now 33-0 still. The touchdown, of course, adding another 6 to the board. 5 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in the contest, and Gate City is leading, and they will be getting set to for the kickoff. Gets dark earlier now than what it was over the summer and what we got used to. The stadium light's on bright here tonight, supplying a good light supply over Legion Field. '83, Matt McClellan will be getting set to kick the ball off to John Battle. Whistle is blown, and here's the kickoff as it goes down to number 35, who's back deep, back behind the 20. He moves across the 20 and is going to be stopped before he can get any further. However, matter of fact, he gets knocked down back by the 15, 17-yard line, somewhere around there. Good job by Gate City getting down there fast and making the stop. It'll be first down and 10 for the Trojans at about the 17 or 18-yard line. Gate City and Battle both in their respective huddles. I'm not sure exactly what they're waiting on. Battle now comes up to the line. Handoff goes to number 24, who gets down to the 35, 37, or 8-yard line before being knocked out of bounds by Gate City. Battle once again comes out of the huddle, sets up in the I formation. Quarterback on the keeper, it looks like. He gets down to the 40 and still on his feet. Finally taken down by about all that the Blue Devils are on the field. Looks like number 5, Justin Jones, in there, I think, on the initial tackle. 4 minutes, 25 seconds now remaining in the game. Be second down and 3. Gilbert Smith comes out momentarily there for a short timeout, talk over with his team. Quarterback with the handoff to number 24. He's still on his feet as he gets down to the 40-yard line before being knocked out of bounds. The ball now resting on about the 43. First down and 10 for the Trojans. Quarterback hands off to number 24, who has done a lot of running so far tonight for the Trojans. He's finally stopped at number 23 and 52, Gate City, Jason Gibson and Charles Darnell. Under 4 minutes now remaining in the contest. Quarterback number 11 is going to go back to pass. Looks like he finds number 40 for a completion as he steps out of bounds before getting very far with it. Does pick up enough for the first down, I believe. Should anyway. We'll have to come out and look at it. We want to bring over the chains to make sure. It's going to be close. And it will be just short. Looks like. The first down. So third down and a few feet to go, looks like. Battle comes out of the huddle and moves up to the line of scrimmage now. Quarterback hands off to number 24, and he's taken down at the 30-yard line. They do get enough, of course, for the first down. Makes it first down and 10. 3:16 remaining in the game. Battle sets up in the I formation. Quarterback pitches back to number 20, who gets the ball off. Oh, intercepted by Gate City's number 21, and he goes out of bounds. Nice job by Matt Clayball. Finally steps out of bounds there. Good catch, but there is the flag on the play. Penalty declining. It still will be Gate City's ball. First down and 10 for the Devils. The ball at the 29-yard line. 2:45 remaining in the game. Devils up 33-0. Gate City sets up in the T formation. His quarterback, number 5 this time, hands off to number 31, number 5, Justin Jones. And they gain maybe 1 or 2 on the play. Maybe even as much as 3 or 4. Will be Battle's ball now. Oh well. So they do have the ball once again now as they pass off to number 22, and it gets down before they're stopped by number 10, 21, and 31. Gate City, Clayball, Hank Clayball, Matt Clayball, and Brian Burke. Under 2 minutes now remaining in the game. Play gets underway as the quarterback pass is incomplete, and there is a flag on the play. Some discussion going on down on the field. Penalty will apparently be against Battle. Minute 35 now remaining in the contest. Big penalty. Ball moved all the way down to the 43-yard line. Second down, 18 to go. Quarterback, number 11, hands off to 20, who hands off to number 40. He's got some room as he gets down to the 20, or the 30 rather, and finally knocked out of bounds by about the entire team. 9 out of the 11 on the field, in on the tackle there. They do not get the first down. It'll be short, third down and 1 to go. Minute 11 remaining in the game. Battle sets up in the I formation as the quarterback hands off to number 12, and he is taken down for the loss. And a big loss at that. Time ticking away. Battle will try to get one more play off. 7, 6, 5. They better hurry. 3, 2, 1. K-City a little early on the jump there, I believe. 1 second remaining in the contest. Looks like K-City's going to come out victorious in this match. Now we're up 33-0, and I find it unlikely that Battle's going to come up with that many points in 1 second. Timeout looks like it's being called by Abingdon. Or, I'm sorry, Battle. Where'd Abingdon come from? It seems almost pointless with only 1 second remaining. John Battle will have another opportunity if they hurry to get a playoff, and therefore could be able to score. I'd like to remind everyone to stay tuned for the junior varsity contest, which will be coming up immediately following this game. Should be another good match, so stay tuned for that. They get set. Another offsides penalty, I think, will be called. Moves it back for another 5 yards. So John Battle getting themselves even deeper and deeper as they ball now on the 40 or 38-yard line. 1 second on the clock, 33-0 the score. Quarterback goes back to pass, and he's chased down, still on his feet. Long pass down, incomplete, and that's the ball game. Gate City winning it by a big 33-0. Hope you have enjoyed the contest. I'd like to remind everyone to stay tuned for the junior varsity action, which will be coming up in 1 moment. Stay tuned for that. Once again, the final score here, Gate City 33, John Battle 0. Okay, welcome to the junior varsity contest now, which will be starting momentarily. Gate City